Well, hello everyone. So you join me from the little cabin. Now I've got this lovely backdrop here, these nice curtains with these nice floral leaves and everything. I think they're native Australian plants, maybe gum leaves or something, so quite nice. So in this video, this is just going to be it's going to be the whole video I'm going to show you tomorrow as well. But I wanted to sit down with you and show you the trail I'm going to be going tomorrow. This is a bit of a long trek for me. It's 12.5 kilometers to the base of the summit. Then I've got to climb up. Now I don't know what the climb up is going to be like. I've heard it can be quite sketchy getting down, and getting up could be even worse. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get up. But I think the vantage point where I'll be at the base will be pretty unique. So I do have my laptop doing a screen record right now, so I can refer you to it. But I'm really looking forward to doing this. We're going to probably go lightweight. I've still got to sort out my setup. Now I know for one thing, we will be taking the 5D Mark IV with the 100-400 because I want to pick out details, and I think 100mm will be perfect. But we're also going to pack the 24 to 105, just for those wider shots if I need it. I don't know what I'm walking into, so I'll just want to be prepared. Camera wise, we're definitely not using the Action 2. As you know from last week's video, yeah, the audio was just atrocious, and when it got cold it went down to 1080 video, and yeah, terrible little camera. So I might be using my Pocket 2, and I'll try and work out how to rig in my wireless mic into it. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, so I'll show you on the screen now where I am. So where we are right now is the Stirling Range Retreat. So this is where I'm currently staying. A lovely little place. I've been coming here for the last 5 years. So what I'll be doing is I'll be walking out to the main road here. There is a patch I think I can get to. There is a farm here, but I'm not sure if I want to walk on there because of the farmer's land. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go back down to the Bluff Knoll car park. There is a Bluff Knoll Cafe, and then if I follow this, there's this like I think this trail here. Yeah, you normally pull in to pay for parking. I think I'm going to be walking in there, and then I walk along basically this area here, this nice sandy track. I'm hoping it's nice and compact. We've also got a views over to the field, so that'll be quite interesting for later on. Keep walking along this track here, the fire break. Keep walking along and walking along here, and then it gets a bit thicker with its vegetation. I'm going to keep walking there, and there's snakes left and right. Walk along there. Just going to zoom out a little bit and just get my bearings again. Now there is the track. Now this is a 12.5 kilometer track just to get to the base of the mountain. So I've got to keep walking along here. As you'll see if I bring it down as 3D view, it's pretty flat around that area, but it could be great potential for photographic opportunities. So that's where, you know, having the 100-400 would be fantastic. Now I've got to be careful now. I know the track is somewhere around here. I'll just have to zoom in a bit. Now it doesn't look all that great, that detail, so I'll come out just a touch. Now I do know there is like a track. Oh, here it is. So here, if my internet will load up fully, sometimes it can load up, and I don't think it's going to load up any better than that right now. So yeah, there's a track just here, so I'll go right, go through this bush here. You can sort of see the track right here where my cursor's going through there. I'm going to have to come further out. Yeah, my internet really isn't the best tonight. I think because it's getting busier here today. There's more people accessing the internet, so it's slowing down a little bit, and I've got to upload my video from last week to the channel. So yeah, I've got to walk along here. There is a little bit of a crossing. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to cross this. It looks like there could be water. We can sort of see some patches off to the right and to the left. We might get lucky. We might have to do some what was it called? Jumping across the rocks or something. So we're going to be wearing our hiking boots, and we're also, oh there we go, it's loading up a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's much better. So yeah, it might be alright there. It doesn't look too bad. It looks like some sort of four-wheel drive has gone through there. I think this is probably one of the rescue tracks where they send emergency vehicles, so you get closer to the mountains to rescue people. but it's also a part of one of the tracks that go through. So I'll be walking through here. There's a few other areas like this little patch here. If I bring it down into 3D view, you can see it's still sort of flat. It's not too steep at the moment, but yeah, it's getting there. And as you can see, you can just see part of the mountain in the distance there. So yeah, it's still pretty flat going, which will be great. I love walking on the flat ground. So yeah, I'll be able to average about 4 or 5 kilometers an hour walking. I'm quite a brisk walker. And of course we've got to set up the cameras and do some B-roll for this, and probably send the drone up around. So that's where I'll probably be using my old DJI Mini 2. So yeah, because it's nice and lightweight. And then we've got just going through here, through the valley, and then that's basically where the trail stops, which I think could lead to great photographic opportunities. So if I bring it back, you can sort of see, hang on, let me see, let's try and get this right. Okay, maybe you can sort of see at the top of my screen here. I'll expand this, get rid of the weather forecast. Hopefully it'll expand it just a little bit more. So you can sort of see, so we'll be roughly in here, yeah, where the trail ends. You can see just my cursor there. So we'll be able to have a look straight up towards Bluff Knoll, which I think will be a very nice and unique look. But what I'm hoping to do, I'm bringing you further around. I love how I can do this. So this is a part of the ridge to ridge. Hang on, no, this is just the ridge walk. I was thinking there was 2 ridges in there. No, this is part of the ridge walk. Ellen Peak, I think, is just over there somewhere. This is one of the trails I want to do one day, which is 30 kilometers. So we'll see how we go with this one. So yeah, we'll be going up along here through the valley. Now, I don't think it's signposted at all, so I'm going to have to work out my own way of getting through here. Luckily, I can read terrain, even when it's through thick, so I'll be able to pick up landmarks and find my way. So I'm not worried about that, and we're going to have torches and stuff in case it gets dark. We're going to leave early, but I'm going to leave myself plenty of time. I'm going to take food and provisions with me. I'm going to check my jet boil so I can have hot drinks, and plenty of water. And I'm sure there will be water along the trail anyway. I'm hearing it's quite wet, so we can always filter it if need be. I think I've got my life straw with me. So yeah, we're going to walk up here, and I'm hoping I'll be able to climb up this. It looks rather steep. I might follow the river bed through here. It could be a bit easier, but looking on Google Maps, it doesn't give you the best, but it gives you some sort of idea in elevation. I don't know if I can show layers on here. Can I show terrain? Does it show terrain? No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it sort of does. There we go. So hang on, why won't it let me rotate round? So that's our point there. You can see it gets a bit higher. Bluff Knoll is around the 1,000 meter mark. We're going to be going around the 600 meter mark. So yeah, this is the valley here. There's another bit of the valley, and onto the plateau here. You can see where it rises up here. So we'll be going to there, which looks to be around 600 meters in elevation. We've got 700 meters right here, which is a bit higher. So what I want to do is I want to get onto that plateau, which will go back into layers, into satellite view, and we'll want to go about here. You can sort of see part of the trail along here. This is the part of the ridge walk along here. So it's been well walked now, and you can clearly see it on Google Maps. So yeah, it looks good. And then if we get, hopefully I can bring you into 3D view and bring you to look down onto the mountain. So yeah, it'll have a pretty unique look. We might even go into this plateau here, because it gives us such a wonderful view of the mountains and the peaks. So yeah, gonna do a lot of walking tomorrow, but I think I'll be ready for it, and I'm gonna pack nice and light as I possibly can. So that's the reason why I might not bring the M50, but I do like the image quality from the M50, so I'll see how I go. I'll see how light I can make the pack. I feel like bringing my ND filters along and doing some long exposures, but to be brutally honest, I'm really not sure if I will do any long exposures, and I'm thinking about what kind of tripod to bring as well for this. So that's going to be the interesting bit, because every bit of weight matters. So yeah, I might bring the newer tripod, and this is why I'm no longer a ambassador for Pro Media Gear, because with Pro Media Gear I had to be shown using their products, but with not being an ambassador for them anymore, I can use whatever I want, and it just makes it so much easier for me. So yeah, probably going to be using the newer tripod, and yeah, and maybe doing some handheld stuff as well. So yeah, I think we'll leave the filters here. So yeah, now I've got to basically get everything sorted, have dinner, once I finish my cup of tea, and yeah, I will see you in the morning, because yeah, this should be nice, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice adventure for the day, and I'll probably get back here around probably in the afternoon sometime. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow morning. Okay, bye for now.
Right, so off we go this morning using my Pocket 2. Yeah, hopefully the sound is alright. Yeah, it's lovely and still, and we've got fog around the area, so this is going to be a long trek. Not sure if I'm going to be able to make it or not, but we'll give it a bloody good go. And I've just let the office know where I'll be, what route I'm taking, and if I'm not back by a certain time, to send the ranger out to come and look for me. So yeah, gonna stay as close to the trail as possible, just in case anything does happen. Alright, so we found the trail, the start of it. Yeah, so gonna stick on this trail and proceed forward. It's a lovely morning. Okay, progress report. We're up to that kink in the track when it goes like through an S shape, and the track is getting a bit thicker here, as I'll show you in front of me. Yeah, it's just starting to get a little thicker here. Still lovely though, really, really nice. I think this is where the bushfire came through, because yeah, a lot of new growth through here. Alright, so I've noticed this composition in front of me that I really like, a part of this trail. I'm just going to tilt the lens down a little bit. Yeah, just so these two trees, and they line up perfectly with the trail in front of me, and just got a nice little mountain in the background, or not a mountain, it's more of a hill. 2-second self timer. Let's get into that now. Yeah, 2-second self timer. Focused on those trees. 100 ISO, 100th of a second FA. 2-second self timer. IS is on. Nice simple composition of a nice simple scene. Lovely. Now to keep pushing on. Oh, it's starting to clear up now. Got some blue sky coming through, but there is some rain around. Even though it wasn't forecast, you never trust the forecast. But yeah, what a lovely day, and I'm enjoying it. I'm feeling a little bit warm. Oh, I can see one of the mountains. I think that's is that Bluff Knoll? Right from the distance there, you might be able to see it, roughly there. Wow, that's quite nice. Might move a bit further up and get a shot of that looking over with those clouds coming through. Okay, so I've come a little bit further up and focusing on the peaks in the distance, which is Bluff Knoll, which is looking really nice. I'm just going to angle you a little bit further round. There we go. Yeah, exposing for the sky, so we've got plenty of white detail there. FA 100 ISO. I think I'm going to hang around here for a little bit and get some shots of this. This is beautiful. So even if we don't make it to where I was planning on, and I still get these amazing photos, you know, or I still get these photos of the landscape, it's a win. You know, it's not about making it there. It was, it would be nice, but it's not the end goal. Yeah, just going to enjoy the day and take it as it comes. It is quite sloppy. There is a bit of clay around, I think, because I'm losing my footing at times. So yeah, I'm glad I got trekking poles with me, because if I didn't have the trekking poles, I wouldn't have the stability I have at times. Okay, so I've got the peaks right off in the distance, just coming through the clouds, and it looks really, really magical. Just hope I get my shutter speed right, so I don't get that blur. I'm in at 260 millish. Wow, that looks really nice. Oh, the peak is just coming through the cloud. I'll just check the focus. I'm going to bump my shutter speed up a little bit. Go 2/3 of a stop, 250 of a second, f8, 200 ISO. Yeah, I've turned off where it was where I was meant to turn right, and I'm keep walking. I've got a mandarin out of my camera bag, and we're heading towards the mountains now. Oh, I'm exhausted, but I've got to make up time because I was standing around taking photos for a while, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and climb this mountain. If not, I've got to come back the way I've come, which is going to be a pain. And yeah, what I'm planning on doing is climbing the mountain, climbing Bluff Knoll, and then going down the steps. Going well. I've had a little bit of a break, a quick drink. I've eaten that mandarin, and put my duck down jacket on my bag. Might be able to see it, I don't know. So feeling a bit cooler now, which is nice. But yeah, I just had a look at my phone. So I don't have a GPS or a SOS beacon. I do feel quite stupid now doing this. Yeah, I'm I'd say about 4 kilometers away from the base of the mountain. I'm getting really close. You might be able to see it behind me. So I've got my trekking poles out and I'm pushing on. But what makes it hard is these bushes. It's not too bad here, but up ahead it gets thicker again. So I'm having to push through the bushes and use the trekking poles and do that. So, but what I'm doing to keep an eye on where I'm going, I'm not just looking around and admiring the scenery as much. I stop when I do that, but when I'm looking, I can see sort of where the trail marks are, but I'm looking about 200 meters down, and then looking at that tree and then comparing to where I was, so I make sure I'm still on the right track. And this is why I was taught. This is getting beautiful now, but really dense. So I'm guessing I'm approaching a creek. The vegetation is getting quite thick. Now this is probably where it's going to get a bit hard to see where to go. So this is probably where it could easily get lost. Lovely walk there. Feet are killing me. Might have to readjust my boots, but I think I'm going to do this one again on this trip. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go top of Bluff Knoll and then walk this back. I suspect it's going to be a bit easier. Well, I've just made a crossing. Yeah, it's very washed out. Maybe you can see that if it slowly comes down. Yeah, it's about a 2.5 meter drop. Glad I got my trekking poles and glad I got these boots because I was able to kick my foot into the soil, which was a bit soft, and that gave me a lever If I had soft shoes, I wouldn't be able to do it. But this next bit is not looking good. Some bush bashing is in order. Great. Great. It's not firm. Oh dear. This is going to be fun. So washed out, this track. Hopefully I'll be able to walk along those routes. Shit. Shit. Oh. Oh, not going back that way. Jeez. Alright, just stopping for a little break. I've just had a fall and yeah, I think I've hurt my shoulder. Oh. Yeah, I landed on my shoulder. I landed also on my hip and knee, but my shoulder doesn't feel too... right. Oh dear. But I've had worse. It doesn't feel like anything's broken, it just feels bruised. So yeah, I went down a side of the track which looked alright from the top, and then I got down near the bottom where I couldn't turn back, and yeah, there was about a metre drop, and I used my trekking poles to dig in to the ground and then put my boot next to it, but the ground just let go and I just fell. Had to grab the tree, and even that, I thought that was going to hold me, and it didn't. That went down with me, and I landed on my left shoulder. So yeah, that's quite sore now. I don't know if I've got any painkillers in my bag. I might have some Panadol. But yeah, I'll just stopping for about a 10-minute break, and then I'm going to carry on and make my way up the mountain. I was going to take some photos at the bottom, but looking at the way this is all around me, it's getting thicker. The closer I get to the water sources and everything, so yeah, probably get to the ridge, and then which is going to be a bloody tough climb. Yeah, that's right. And then take some photos towards Bluff Knoll. Okay, so I've set my camera up, and I think this is probably as far as we're going to go. My left shoulder is starting to get even painful, So I really like the photo from here, and I noticed that we're not too far from the car park. So it's just over that ridge and then another ridge, and I should hit the track, and then that will lead me back to the car park. And then yeah, my shoulder, I can't, I've done something to it. So yeah, I'll get some photos from here, and what we'll do is another day we'll climb up Bluff Knoll, and then we'll climb the ridge and then get to where I want to be. Just looking at the terrain right now to get to it is looking pretty shaly. Look, there's a lot of shale, some big rocks, and the way my shoulder is right now, it's not great. So yeah, we'll take some photos from here. I love the view. I'm seeing the north side of Bluff Knoll, I think it is, the face of it, and it just looks wonderful. So a face you don't really see. So yeah, gonna get some shots of that with the long lens, and then get the wide lens out and take some photos with that. So gonna have a go at using my little ultra pod here. I've had this for many years, probably about 10 years, and yeah, great little thing. And I can strap it onto a tree or a pole or a trekking pole if it's stable enough. So yeah, I might just go over to this tree over here and strap you in. So yeah, let's mount you in place. And this lens has got IS as well, so it's very stable. No need for IBIS. Just gonna. Oh, I'm really struggling to lift my arm. Ow! Oh, that's really painful. Get some shots with the terrain in front of me. Wow, that scene is wonderful. I would not be able to get this perspective looking towards there from anywhere else but here. Probably further back, but yeah, I definitely don't get this, and you wouldn't get it up on the ridges. So yeah, it's unique, and that's why I've come out today, to get a unique perspective of this location. And yeah, this definitely works. A shame I can't continue further. I think if it wasn't for that fall, I might have been able to make it, but we've got about just over 4 hours of sunlight left before the sun sets. So yeah, we'll do some bush bashing, go through here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, but I'm going to, and it's going to be the safest thing. Otherwise I'm going to have to get someone to rescue me, and I don't want that. So yeah, anyway, pop the long lens on again, and I'll get some shots looking that way. We should be fine to handheld. Oh. Actually, what I have found, slow continuous focus works so well. Seems to dampen that shutter just a bit, and you don't get as many vibrations, which is great. Oh wow, look at the clouds coming up through there. Now to pack up, and I'll pack you up as well, and make our way to that car park. Yeah, I don't want to send out a rescue mission to get me. Alright, I've just stopped for a little break, and I thought I'd just check on how my shoulder's doing. I can't really push it back. That's as far as I can go. I can't go any further. Like this one, I can go right the way back. This one, no. That hurts. That really hurts. So yeah, just having a little break, have something to eat, and push on. I'm really actually worried about being where I am, because no one really knows that I'm going to be here. So I really need to be quick, and hopefully nothing happens while I get to the car park. But yeah, some tough going. I've just had to walk through some really, I don't know, it's like really sharp grass. It's got like blades and everything on it, and it was cutting into my clothing and everything. So I'm glad I wore that. But yeah, I could not see a metre in front of me. It was that bad. But I just kept going straight the way I knew. I could see the sun. I could just glancing through, so I knew that not to go right. Just kept going straight. Had a little water crossing. But yeah, I'm probably about 2 kilometres, but I don't know. I don't really know how far away I am from the car park. But it's really slow going because of the ground that I'm walking on, and there's thick brush I've got to walk around as well, so that makes it even longer. But right now I'm in this shallow area, all this nice short grass, just sitting down. Yeah, I think we'll be resting that shoulder. I don't think I've broken anything. Maybe, I hope not anyway. Maybe, I hope I haven't broken a rib or something, maybe a fracture. But I'll push on. At least it doesn't affect my breathing. It just bloody well hurts. Okay, I've had to switch to my phone. My pocket camera isn't doesn't have much charge left in it now. I'm about 900 metres from the main road, but it's going through stuff like this, and it's just grueling, and I've had to climb through valleys and everything, gorges. So tough, and I'm in so much pain, incredible pain. I really wonder if I had broken something, or even a fracture. It was a hell of a hit off my shoulder. All my weight went on my left shoulder. Maybe when I go to Albany on Saturday, I'll maybe see about going to the hospital and getting a scan done, because just to check. I don't know if anything is. I don't feel anything clicking. It feels like it could be just muscular. Oh, it really hurts in the back. I can feel it there now. Or going towards my spine. Okay, so I'm about 50 or 100 metres from the road, the main road. I'm absolutely exhausted, in a lot of pain, having a bit of chocky, and I might have hot chocolate as well. I've got my jet boil with me. I tried signalling out to people, and I heard people saying something, saying like hello, and I was saying help, and then they drove off. So yeah, if I'd known it was going to be that tough getting through all that bush to get here, I probably would have just climbed the mountain. It was so hard. Yeah, I'm going to definitely need a break tomorrow. Yeah, so this has gone from a day that went really well, you know, we were taking photos and everything, and then that fall that happened, I hope it's captured on my action too. Yeah, I had a nasty fall, and yeah, my left shoulder is still not right. It's
really hurting. It's just getting worse. So I'm trying not to rest too much. But yeah, I've got more thick bush to go through. Hang on, I'll tilt it down a little. Don't have much battery life left. I've got this stuff to go through. There's no trail whatsoever, so I've just got to bush bash or push my way through, more or less, not bashing through the bush. But yeah, it's incredibly tough. I would not do this again. Yeah, if I do the ridge, I'm definitely going to park up at Bluff Knoll, do the climb up Bluff Knoll, walk down the ridge, do an early morning, and then do the whole day, like I did today. But yeah, Virginia in the office was going to call a ranger if I'm not back by 4, I think it is. So it's 20 past 3. I think it's taken us about 3 hours to go. I don't know however long it was, maybe 2 kilometers to back where we are now. A lot of zigzagging. I've probably walked longer than 2K, as the crow flies, whatever. Yeah, I've had to like backtrack and walk around, but I don't think I've ever seen anything more beautiful. Oh, there's a car coming. Wow, I can't believe my luck. I just stopped for a bit, saw the road and went, oh, I can run to that. And then that couple came along and helped me out. I gave the thumb up, never done that before. And now I'm back down at the entrance. Oh. I've got about a 300 metre walk back to the accommodation. And I can let Virginia know I'm back fine, I'm back safe. Oh. Here comes the road train again. Oh, and another one as well. Okay, I think it's time to cross. Well, this is nice. Made it back to the retreat, at least the entrance. Just got probably a couple 100 metre walk. Yeah, back in. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It certainly didn't go the way I expected, or the way I wanted it as well. But we're back here. There were so many times I wanted to give up on my way back, but yeah, I persevered, soldiered on, and now I'm back. Now I think I'm going to go and get an ice cream. I'm probably going to get a cyclone, because I think I deserve that. Get that nice sugar, and also cool off. Blimey. I wish I was walking through stuff like that. That would have been so much easier. Anyway, you know what to do. Like this video, helps out our channel. If you'd like to see more videos, be sure to subscribe. And if you've got any questions, I'll put it down in the comment section below, and I'll do my very best to get back to you. Anyway, I'm Simon, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye for now. Got an ice pack on my shoulder. Great to be back. Rest day tomorrow, I think. I'm going to be very, very sore. The staff were very happy to see me, Virginia and Helen. And I'll probably sit around the campfire later on, have some marshmallows. Just wanted to say this at the end of the video. Got my cyclone. I love you.